Hello and welcome back to the Joel the Entertainer Show. You're all having a good 3 weeks rest as we go again. New season is upon us. We will be playing against Crystal Palace at home 17th of August. And next Sunday, is the big weekend for Crystal Palace. Because they will be completing in their first ever Shield match at Wembley. And then for Crystal Palace, they won it out against Man City. So they will be playing against Liverpool, who won the Premier League last season. And it is going to be a very interesting match, emotional, obviously, for Liverpool fans and anyone associated with Liverpool, understandable. So Liverpool are a good team, They will have that emotional motivation to go again. I know it will be very, 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 very difficult for them to, try and win the league again. Crystal Palace, I will say this. Crystal Palace deserves fair and square to be in the Europa League. The complex of the ownership scheme, or whatever you want to call it, it's UEFA's fault, it's the FIFA's fault. It's not Crystal Palace, it's not Chelsea's fault, it's not Man City's fault, or anyone who's into multi-clubs ownership situation. It's UEFA's fault. They allowed it. So, and also Nott Forest, what are you doing? You are sort of trying to be like, like you're like one of those kids in the school and trying to be like the teacher's pet and say, oh, someone's doing this, someone's doing that, someone's doing that. That's who you are, Nott Forest. Stop sending letters, Try and free up something for Royal Mail so everyone else can deliver letters and get letters delivered on time. That's who you are, Nott Forest. Let's talk about Chelsea. Joel Harto, the guy who plays for Ajax, he is a Dutch player and he seems like a nice young lad who could be the makings of the legends at Stamford Bridge. Will he be the man who, some dare say that he could be the next John Terry? Fair enough. But he's young and, a lot of young players seem to be young nowadays. They seem to be younger than me, even though a lot of people think I'm 18 years old. So it is what it is. So, version I'm getting. So, it should be a good signing for Chelsea. However, it's all to find out for Enzo Maresca to find out, will he or will he not select this player for the first game of the season? Well, we will see. So, Chelsea will have the shortest pre-season out of all the other teams and Man City as well. Well, Man City might have a little bit longer, but Chelsea will have the shortest pre-season, in terms of games, because we are world champions. So we don't need a long pre-season. And as you can probably see on Instagram, Cole Palmer needed to go somewhere a bit hot. And hopefully he's back home, sitting in this fridge to be the cold effect and stuff. Other players just been chilling, relaxing. I know that Calcido went back to his home country to be, connect to his family and friends and all that. Have a little ride on a scooter and all that. So, yeah, it is what it is. So, will Chelsea win the Premier League this season? Well, because we won the World Club Cup against one of the best teams in Europe, Paris Saint-Germain. and I think we will probably be contenders for the Premier League, and quite possibly we can win the Champions League. But I'm not going to say that with full arrogance. I'm going to say that with humble confidence. I think it's possibly we can win the Champions League. I say that if Maresca gets the team selections right, and if we do get a proper goalkeeper, we're talking. We're talking. So it is what it is. I can't wait for the Premier League game to start. I mean, I know most of you have partnered, like and subscribe, and tell me what you think. Who will win the Premier League? Who will get relegated? I mean, I know Sunderland just come out from the Championship and they signed Granit Xhaka. I think that's how you pronounce his second name. The guy who used to play for Arsenal. So, yeah, it'll be interesting because it's interesting that he actually went to Sunderland, because Sunderland, I've never been to Sunderland. The closest I've been to, it was a drive through Newcastle, but I was already like a young lad, so I need to go up there and experience cities and stuff in the northeast and anywhere. So I'm going to be taking part in the mini pre-season tournament at Stamford Bridge, and it's good that we had like a little tournament at Stamford Bridge, and it is good that we're having a pre-season here rather than touring around America and trying to play games against Wrexham. Oh, Wrexham. How can he's... Oh, I can't stand Wrexham. I mean, they're not the real North Wales. I mean, the real North Wales is Carmel, the village, Carmarthen, you know, all those areas around there. They are the real North Wales. So, yeah, I can't stand Wrexham. Wrexham, okay, the people may be nice, but, you know, it's just the way they're being, like, you know, I do worry about their confidence. I do worry about the build-up of their club and trying to be like, you know, like a Hollywood film and make it all dramatic with all their highs and lows. I mean, they are so annoying. They're like the BBC's favourite at the moment. And I'm like thinking, hold on. When they first got promoted from, I think it was the non-league, wasn't it? The Conference League. And they just totally ignored Nottingham Forest. Yeah, they might say, oh, hold on. I know that Wrexham fans will say, hold on. We are like the third oldest club in the world. Honestly, you haven't really done anything to establish to even win the title or even win any trophies. You know, try not to be at Arsenal of North Wales. That's what I'm saying. Or the Spurs of North Wales. But Tottenham, you are the kings of North London because you have won something. And you didn't moan like Arsenal. You didn't have that feel, you know, where you're standing in the corner of one of those legendary parties, moaning to yourself, oh, I could have got myself a girlfriend there. That's what Arsenal are. So stop bottoming up. Anyway.